important for pioneering leaders to really learn how to practically navigate and strategically create the next phase of their life and leadership. And we're going to get into this masterclass and this coaching in a little bit. But before that, I just want to kind of set this up with a few kind of opening remarks. The first thing is, if you don't know anything about me yet, I'm happy to meet you. My name is Peter, and I'm a pioneering leader. I've been on my own leadership journey over 15 years, working in many different fields. I've been in the ministry space, in the executive space, in the creative space. I think a lot about movements, and I'm venturing out in kind of a new way through this coaching endeavor. But needless to say, I know what it's like to be where you are, where you have a conviction to stay relationally rooted and also have this curiosity and this commitment to keep branching out into all that the Lord's called you to do. But I do want to kind of unpack where this conversation is coming from. I created a flagship course for pioneering leaders, and it's called Pioneer the Year. Pioneer the Year is really a framework that helped me overcome the main obstacles to having a fulfilling life story, where I could actually break out of a repeat year cycle, feeling like I was stuck in my own life and leadership, and learning that the solutions were not somewhere far, far away from me, but actually it was up to me to humble myself and then receive this empowering grace to actually pioneer all the dreams and the passions that were inside of me. I won't get into Pioneer the Year because that's a lot of content already, and there's a lot of content waiting in front of us in terms of this coaching journey as well. But this is going to be a companion coaching experience for the pioneering leaders. So if you have already joined that course and you're a part of that community, it's really about your life plan and your leadership, which are two strategic advantages that pioneering leaders have. And having a really clear and active life plan, and then kind of force multiplying it with your own pioneering approach to leadership, is going to have uncharted success in your life without question. So if you're already in that course, great. This is going to be a companion to it. It's going to add more context so that way you can take action and get traction. But also, if you're not in the course, that's totally fine. This is going to be really a primer for people who are just needing real practical help with their own productivity. And I feel your pain, because productivity is sometimes a mirage in our leadership journey. And what I mean by that is we're always searching and researching for this kind of ethereal, ultimate system, and we end up wasting time. And the whole point and the whole promise of going on this productivity quest was that we were going to save time, get more done, be balanced, make money, have meaningful relationships. It was just kind of this blank check thing. And anytime you're offered a silver bullet system, I would be wary of it to begin with. So I feel your pain. I've been on that journey. And honestly, I did read all the books, learn all the stuff, try to learn the best to try and apply in my own context. But I found that really you just need a gospel worldview so you can appreciate the way God created the world, the way God created things to grow organically, naturally, And then you could step into that system and experience supernatural empowerment. And I think that's so important for pioneering leaders to really take ownership, and to say that you're going to make your day count and you're going to redeem the time, and you're not going to be caught unprepared, but you're going to be putting in the future work day by day. So a lot to be said about that. The last thing I want to say as an opening remark is that I'm so excited to bring this masterclass to you thanks to the partnership with the Honesty Club podcast. Now, you can't see the Honesty Club yet because, they are behind the scenes, having fun, doing projects, and just enjoying their day. But this beautiful home studio that I'm in is brought to you by the Honesty Club podcast. And if you don't know yet, that's my wife and our friend Kelly's podcast. So Sarah Joy and Kelly, they have their own podcast called the Honesty Club podcast, and it is amazing. And they have long form content and great conversations. And you're literally listening in to two great friends just talk about life and faith and culture and whatever else they come up with. And so they were the ones that actually helped me arrange this amazing home studio, and they're the ones that are encouraging me and giving me the space to say, go for it, make this content, make this class. So if you will, make sure that you check out the Honesty Club podcast and support their work as well, right? Because pioneering leaders know how to collaborate well. All right, so let's get into the masterclass. It is going to be a ride, a journey. We're going to go through some new terrain, but hopefully we're going to end out with something very actionable, and you're going to get step-by-step understanding all the way through. You're going to go through pain points. You're going to go through a really accelerated learning process. And by the end of it, if you will focus, if you will really resist the distractions, you're going to focus and you're going to hear something that you need to hear. You're going to see what you need to see. You're going to try and apply things in the right combination to actually activate a whole new unprecedented level of productivity in your life. And I know it's possible because not only have I experienced it, and not only does that make me an advocate for this, but I've actually walked with other people through this process. I've worked with executive leaders. I've worked with business leaders. I've worked with faith leaders. I've worked with emerging leaders that are figuring this out as they go. And when they get these principles and then they apply those principles with these best practices, they feel like they got rocket fuel for their focus. They literally figured out how to unleash all of that pent up creativity and vision and passion and purpose that was on the inside. And they now have a framework that lets that flow freely. And so I'm so excited. You're going to get unstuck. You're going to get started on an amazing journey towards unprecedented, uncharted productivity. So if you're ready, lean in and let's begin. Okay.